I'm Nico from Travel and Teach Recruiting, and today I'm going to talk about Teach English in Korea programs. Just to give you a little background on myself, I actually taught in Korea for a year and a half, and I currently work as a placement coordinator who sends teachers there. So how do you choose a recruiting agency or a Teach English in Korea program? And that is a pretty important question because whichever program you go through dictates which school you'll end up at. And if you've done any research at all about teaching in Korea, you will have inevitably come across horror stories about teachers who either get paid late, or directors who don't follow the contracts, or just in general places where it's just not a fun or enjoyable work experience. So of the recruiting agencies, you can either go through an agency that is based in Korea or an agency like us that's based in North America. So if you do end up going through a recruiting agency that's based in Korea, you should definitely be careful. This isn't to disparage all of those agencies, however they do have a reputation for really only caring about the numbers. So they'll pressure you to sign a contract as soon as possible because they only want that commission from the school. And when you end up in Korea, they'll either disappear or they won't respond to you, and they won't be there to sort out any issues with the school or help you. And they're also kind of less concerned about the quality of the school. So for any recruiting agency you go through, there are a few things you want to make sure that they'll do for you to ensure that you're going to have a good time in Korea. So one of the big things is be sure to check out two of the most popular review websites that kind of rank, and people who have gone through the programs can give your opinions about any teaching abroad programs. And so the two most popular websites are Go Abroad and Go Overseas. So make sure that the company you use has a lot of reviews on there. And the other big issue is that make sure that the recruiting agency will put you in touch with a current teacher at that school. So you don't want to take a recruiter's word for it. You don't want to take the director's word for it. To make sure that you end up at the school that's a good fit for you, you want to talk to a fellow foreign teacher who's teaching there. And if a recruiting agency can't do that or they won't do that, you should definitely view that as a serious red flag. And then a final other issue is that make sure that the recruiting agency is going to stick around while you're in Korea. Every once in a while contract disputes happen, or a teacher in Korea just needs some help with something even unrelated to the school, whether it's life or visas or getting a phone or bank account, anything like that. You want to make sure that the recruiter in the program is going to be able to help you and assist you throughout your whole time while you're in Korea. So if they don't have any support system while you're in Korea, that's another red flag. This is just a few of the things to think about when choosing a recruiting agency. Again, you want to make sure you do your homework because the quality and reputation of the recruiting agency can completely dictate whether you'll have an awesome, unbelievable time in Korea or whether you'll have a really crappy time and end up coming home early. So hopefully after watching this video you know a little bit more about Teach English in Korea programs. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, just hit the subscribe and like buttons. Also, if you're at all interested in teaching in Korea, be sure to check out the links.